Well, good morning and welcome to day 2 of World Less Advent. Um, Today's entitled Angels Aren't Just for Christmas, and is to deal just with the impact that we have on the spiritual world in what we do. Do you remember we talked about yesterday, if you saw it, about how God created the physical earth and he created the heavenly realm, which was the spiritual world, and how they work in tune. And part of that was that in the spiritual realm, God created angels of nations. We read about it in Deuteronomy, and they're referred to again in one of the Psalms as having oversight of 69 of the 70 nations that God created. He was the guardian, the angel for Israel, but the other 69 nations had their own angel. And angels have free will. We know that from his battle with Satan, in that some angels decided to go with Satan, be on his side and be cast out of heaven. So they made a choice. And so angels have a choice. And the angels of the nations are open to the influence of the nation. The angel, in a sense, can be described as the ethos, the soul of a nation, but has more power, is not just a inanimate being or an emotional event. So the angels of the nations are part of the powers and principalities that we live with but don't see, or very rarely. And St. Paul says to us that what we do as the church, this is in Ephesians chapter 3, shows the manifold wisdom of God witnessing to the powers and principalities. So when we behave in a just and righteous way on earth, we are influencing the powers and principalities to say, look, this is how Christians live. This is how disciples of Jesus live. So it's important that we see that many of our actions, from as mundane as being concerned about a plastic-free world, through to peace and justice throughout the lands, have an influence on the powers and principalities, and within the context of our own nation, wherever you live or wherever you were born, an influence on the angel of that nation. So just to give you an example, the church I go to yesterday had a joint meeting with a Filipino church, and our own church is fairly ethnically mixed, but the coming together of the two churches, coming together of people of different ethnicities but of one faith, is powerful in itself. It's a powerful lesson to all of us, and it is a powerful witness to the powers and principalities. So what you may do today, being kind to a stranger, smiling at somebody who you might normally regard as your enemy, doing something to change the world for the better today, has an impact on the powers and principalities and the angels of the nations. So angels aren't just for Christmas. They turn up a lot, don't they, in the Christmas story, but they're part of our everyday life, as are the powers and principalities. So you are witnessing for God in your determination to be a disciple of Christ. Great, so see you tomorrow for day 3. Thanks for watching.